Welcome to Keana Sky Speaks. I am doing another reading. I decided to go with my witchy oracle deck today because I feel witchy. It's getting to that season where it starts to get warmer and I'm feeling witchy. So bottom, top, and middle, just like we always do. And then a couple more cards, and then we close out with what Spirit wants us to go away with. So, bottom, bonfire. I was just talking about warm. Third eye awakening. There's always a bee on these cards. I love this deck. When I do this camera, it is different than the Zoom camera that I use. And it's a lot more clear, and I like it because you can see the cards. So it's nicer for me to do readings with, to be honest, to show what the cards look like. And in the middle of the forehead is the bee, and that's the intuition. And our intuitions, they're blooming right now. There's a lot of creation going on. There's a lot of fire energy going on. There's a lot of creative sparks going on. I know that my my juices are flowing. My creative juices are going crazy. I'm creating a lot of things for a lot of different things, and just, I like to read the bottom of the card. It is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and be reborn in mighty celebration. So that's another point. I have been getting a lot of messages from Spirit that just leave your past behind. Leave it behind. Be reborn. And I did a full moon ritual. And I let go of my former selves, and I embraced my new identity. So that's the thing that I did last full moon. And the top, we have oak. Don't just look within. Dive deeply into the internal realms of knowing. The internal realms of knowing come from your soul. So it doesn't come from a research book. And this is where society and I get tripped up, because people think knowledge equals knowing, and it's not always true. Knowing comes within quiet contemplation and finding out that your soul has a purpose. And so, your soul holds all the knowledge that you need. There could be so much knowledge that you have, but if you don't have love, your knowledge means nothing. It's in the Bible. It's a Bible verse, and I want to say it's 1 Corinthians 4:13 or something like that. But I do believe in some of the Bible, and I do believe that a lot of it is actual truth, but a lot of it's been manipulated. So when I bring up the Bible, it's not like I believe everything in the Bible. I think that we can gain a lot of knowledge from a lot of religious texts, not just the Bible. And so as we are talking about the oak and about knowing, a lot of things that you can do to gain knowing and just knowing things is to go out in nature and to touch trees, because nature and trees, they are connected to your soul. So when you touch a tree, you're basically touching another version of yourself. And not to be weird or anything or creepy, but you're touching another version of yourself. You're giving your energy, because I believe that we have been pretty much everything in the world, like human, animal, and trees, and oceans, and everything, dolphins, and that's my taboo belief, and I'll just leave that to me to be crazy. I'm just kidding. Anyways, middle. Okay. So I am going to take the one that I pulled out before. Sometimes I'm not really sure how to take these cards because this is orgasm and it doesn't have to do anything, it doesn't have to do anything with the real thing, but I do believe that this is about pleasure, and it's about just opening up your mind and opening up your heart to the universe. And this can also be creation and things like that. It doesn't always have to do with that, and sometimes it does have to do with that. There can be a lot of romance involved in someone's life too. So that could be for someone specific, or it's a collective message that we need to start opening up our hearts. We need to start opening up our hearts to each other and not be so stubborn with our, be stubborn with certain things, but make sure that you are leaving room for that pleasure, those pleasure moments, and letting yourself open up to the idea of that. See, here we go. Rowan tree. I pulled a tree before. Trees and nature is very important to this reading. I'd call this maybe a tree reading because I offer tree readings. So if you'd like to know my services, I'm going to put my links below, but I'm just going to say this right now in the middle of the reading because I forgot to do it in the beginning. But I offer a lot of services, and I'm just going to say that keanaskyspeaks.com, and then Facebook, I'm Keana Sky Speaks, and I'm Keana Sky Speaks everywhere. So if you just want to know me, just look up that. They'll be in the links below, and then if you can't find me at all, then just Google my name because I am on there now as it says that I'm someone else, but if you find the links, they're all there. If you just can't find me, just look up my name. And I offer services that I'll put in a post and stuff later. So just wanted to say that. And the rowan tree. There is no need to fear, dear one. Protected you are, and protected you will always be. The rowan tree is a protective tree. And a fae is coming out in this reading saying that they're protecting you because I have right out there is a lot of woods, and you can't really see it because it's bright outside, but there's woods back there, and I do believe that there be fae all around my property, and I just feel the energy, and I really do enjoy living near woods, although I would really love to live out in the country. Alright, let's see another one. There are ones that if I pull it, I'm not going to pull it in this deck because it's worse than the one I pulled. Not that it's bad, I'm just saying, for YouTube, I can't really, I don't know if I could even do that one, but I'm just going to roll with it. Because there's a message in everything. Fire Festival. So the first one I pulled was Bonfire, and now I'm pulling Fire Festival. So the number 11 is significant here. Though through flame and through song, there will be a rise, a new dawn. Okay, so yeah, it's a new era, guys. It's a new era. We're moving into the new world, the new life, the 5D, the age where we reign free. All of us that came from different star systems that decided to reincarnate here to help raise the vibration of the collective. So, it's our time. It's our time to shine. And it is our time, Pegasus, year of the horse. It's our year. Literally 30. And that's basically how old I am. Basically. So, break free, dear one. Spread wide and far, for you aren't containable. You are limitless. And that song, you are limitless. You are limitless. I don't know if that's like even a popular song. Came in my head. Where's the B? Is there a B in this one? Nope. I know they're in the background. But yeah. So it's the year of the horse, and we are stepping out of the fear mindset. Yeah, stepping out of lack and fear. A lot of new things are coming, especially for the collective, like I just said, the collective of those who know that they reincarnated to do these things for humanity. Different things through many different people. Different things for many different people. So one person could have reincarnated to help humanity. The other person could have reincarnated to be a different kind of inspiration to the world. Not every starseed is exactly the same. Not every starseed and not all people are starseeds. So I just wanted to make a clarification, and I always talk about it because I believe I'm part of that collective. And I've never really felt in part of a group before, but when I am with these certain people that identify like that, it's like I'm home. So yeah, inner power. And that came along with another card, which is chant. So inner power and chant, which that's interesting. It came together because inner power, you can build your inner power by chanting, by sing-songing, by hear me loud, hear me roar, for I am here in my truth. Let it be known, no will or desire is more powerful than I embodied. So she's basically saying this affirmation. That's a affirmation and a chant. It's a self-affirmation chant. It's basically the point. These two go together perfectly, I believe, and the numbers that go with it is 24, which boils down with numerology is 4 plus 2, which is 6. So 6 could be significant. But we are, this as, together helping build each other up with our words, chanting with each other, singing with each other, praying with each other, talking to each other, meditating together, doing all of that, and it's excuse me. It is helping us. It's helping us build our inner power because we're collaborating with other people, because not to get validation from them, but to see one person could have a lot of inner power right now, and then the other person would be depleted of their inner power, and they come together, and the one who has a lot of inner power could empower somebody else to have the same inner power that, or, you know, like just within their own scope, have a lot more higher self-esteem after being with this person. So who you hang around influences your soul. Who you hang around influences your soul. And if I could title this, I would probably title it, It's a New Era. Because it's been, like, I even pulled the Pegasus, which is the horse with wings. So it's not only, like, and then the bonfire and the fire horse. Kind of good. Spirit, what is the point of this reading? What would you like everyone to go away with? Okay. Pull out 3 cards. Okay. All right. Thank you for bearing with me. Today was kind of hectic at the beginning of the reading. I noticed my energy was spiked a little bit, but I came down, and I was balanced. So yes, Indulgence came out, which is what we were talking about with that other card I pulled earlier. And yeah, like, I'm getting like indulgence and collaboration, togetherness, and being still and knowing and being. This right here is reminding us that stop and smell the flowers card, you know. Stop and smell the flowers. What stillness does the silence of one's steadiness bring? So meditation and going within and inward is very important at this time to transmute energy, to correct your own energy, and to help the world's energy as well. And then we have the ribbons, connections, family, friends, all of that. But also, I just heard, make sure to cut ties with those, because some of the energy that you might be tied to, because you're seriously tied to, like, somebody. I'm just feeling that energy that someone's tied to somebody and they just need to cut, like, a couple of those little ties, you know, those cords, those energetic vampire cords. Don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm going to read this. For it lives in the silk of my binding, the knots in my truth, the eye of becoming, the witness swallowed in stillness. So this is kind of like an ancient primordial partnership here. So for some people it could be a good connection. For some people it could be a case of where you need to cut the cords. So take that as it resonates. It's a 2-prong message. Prong. And then we had indulgence. So really, the point of the message, Spirit wants us to embrace connection, sit in stillness, and embrace indulgence. Sit in stillness, collaborate, connect, remember the boundaries, but also open up your heart to love. Yes, open up your heart to love. And remember, this is a new era. This is the year of the fire horse, and we're going strong already, and we're making strides towards the future very quickly. And we, as a collective I'm speaking to, we're moving on from the past, and we're coming out of this the stagnant era, and we're coming into a new era The Year of the Fire Horse. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reading. If you liked it and resonated with it, I'd really appreciate any comments you have, and I thank you all for commenting who already do. Thank you for watching my videos. And also, if you don't know me or anything, but you like this video, just give me a subscribe. It will help. And have a good day.